Okay, so we got 2 armories. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Maybe wasn't the smartest thing to be driving through here. Man, look at that sunrise. Is that beautiful or what? Pretty neat looking. We're still down here in the southern hemisphere and working our way back up north, and I just saw that site and I said, you know what? I'm going to go up on top of that mountain and catch this on film because that is just beautiful. Looking out over a desert, looks like a pretty good sized one too, probably. It might be a savanna though. I see trees down there too. It's hard to tell from here, but man, that is just a neat looking sight. Anyway, yeah, welcome guys back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. This will probably be, like I said in the last episode, this will probably be our last exploration episode. And we have worked our way back up to, you know, kind of where we left off in the northern hemisphere. And so what's going to happen now is I'm going to, you know, kind of cut a swath through here, and then, I don't know, you know, we might go to about, like, say here, and then start going down again, and just keep, you know, working our way back that way. That would give us the most even coverage. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Anyway, yeah, I'll bring you guys back then when we find some more really cool features. See you in a bit. Oh boy, oh boy. We just ran into a vehicle port and got within range of its guns. But I don't think we took any significant damage there. So yeah, that's the third alien, well, the third hostile alien POI we found so far on this whole planet. There really don't seem to be a whole lot of them around. Let's see if we can get a look at this thing with our sniper. Probably we can't. There's a couple drones, but they're not heading this way. I think if I get far enough to get above that ridge, I'm probably gonna be in range of their guns, and we don't want to die, of course. We took a couple of small hits. Nothing too major. Just make sure everything's all repaired here, and then we'll go along our merry way. The ship is made out of hardened steel, so it's got some toughness to it. It's not made out of combat steel though, so it's not. It can definitely, you know, get damaged, but it can take a few hits. So. And just so you know, we have worked our way. This is where we started the episode on this mountain. We crossed over here. I found another iron deposit, and then we're just kind of working our way south, back down to the pole, and then we'll cross over and come up the other side. Whoa! Okay, look at that. We have ourselves a floating fortress. That's the first one of those I've seen here in Alpha 8. Check that thing out. Wow, cool. I'll bet that sucker's hostile too. I have no idea. I've had zero experience with these things. I wonder if we can get close enough just to kind of have it register on the map without getting the crap kicked out of us. A shrine. Oh boy, here we go, Okay, running away. Okay, we got it. The important thing is we got it discovered, so. Wow, that's cool. That's going to be interesting to take over. Let's hop out, and we actually need to repair our vessel anyway. After that, and let's see if we can get a scope on this thing. We didn't really take any really bad hits, so I think we're okay. Just light repairs are needed. Yeah, let's take a look at this thing from afar here. So it's got guns up there. Plasmas on the bottom. I think those are probably lasers. Laser cannons maybe on the top, I'm not sure. And it's got windows and catwalks. That is a cool place, actually. That's a neat place. That'd be a fun POI to take over. Alright, that's gonna be fun assaulting that thing when the time comes. But here again, we do not have the firepower to do right now. So it looks like there's 4 plasmas on the bottom and 4 lasers on the top, if that's what those are. I think they're pulse laser cannons, maybe. Really neat, though. Really neat. Looking forward to hitting that thing. Okay. That's kind of a neat mountain range over there, too. We did actually pass it by when we came up this way, but I didn't really look behind me, and this seems like a fairly sheer cliff from what it looked like, you know, off in the distance. So that would also be a potential candidate for a cliff base if, you know, someone was looking for one. But so far, I still like the one up in the north that we have earmarked the most. But anyway, that was cool. Okay, moving right along. I'll be back when we run the next cool thing. Alright, we got a new POI. It's called a ruined landing pad. Let's go take a look at that and see what that's all about. Oh yeah, check that out. I don't think I've come across one of these yet either. Here in Alpha 8. So let's scope it out. See what this thing's all about. You want to bring us some food? That's fine with me there, Dino. Oh, and here comes the spiders. Alright. Excuse me. You know what? Maybe I have seen this on the multiplayer server. I can't remember for sure. Well, it's definitely a landing pad. And it's definitely not in very good shape either. Thus, the ruined landing pad. Not very far away from our base, which is just right over there too. Is there anything, any equipment in here, like a core or something, or is it just this structure? There's got to be a core somewhere because they wouldn't have been able to build it without a core. Spiders bringing us more meat. Okay. Well, if there is a core in this place, the only place it could be is down here. Let's just do a little digging just to see what we might be able to find. More out of curiosity than any other reason. I'm not seeing a core down here. I think this building's hacks. There's no core. Can I actually... Oh, yeah, there is no core. Okay. Well, let's go grab the lights then out the top at least. We'll get a couple components out of the deal. Hey, look at there. We got a drone. It's probably moving towards our base too. Let's have our turrets take care of it. Boom! There she goes. We might as well loot it. No reason not to. Just get down low enough here. Well, that works too. Put our helmet on. Whoops. Some fuel packs and some ammunition. Alright. And we might as well grab some plant protein while we're down here too. That we'll need to put in there. Put the stuff in here. And shift and spacebar to get out of the water. Okay, we have swung around. Well, actually, we're going to go to about here and then start heading back down south again. Didn't really see anything super spectacular coming up through here. This mountain range was kind of neat. But we actually saw it from here in the last video, so not really anything, you know, camera worthy, shall we say, that we found there. So yeah, we're gonna cross over and then head on back down and keep going on the search. See you guys in a bit. All right, this is a bit of an interesting spot. It's like a little mini canyon here with some really steep, craggy mountains. You know, surrounding it, especially if you look at that peak over there. At least from here, that looks like a pretty sheer cliff, so that could definitely be a good spot for a cliff base. This could be an interesting place if you wanted like a you know, a hidden base down in a canyon. I actually did a base similar to that on Omicron in Alpha 7 many months ago. At least I got started on one. And then there's a pretty large mountain range way off in the distance to the southwest of us there too, with a snow-capped peak. So pretty cool looking area. A lot more rugged looking than, you know, some of the other territory that we've seen in pretty sheer cliffs. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's pretty small. It would have been cooler to see, you know, this, but a lot more of it on a bit of a grander scale. But nevertheless, it is definitely a unique feature. You know, I haven't really come across this yet on this planet, so kind of cool. All right, let's continue on. I'm gonna drop down into this valley here, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool from the standpoint of, you know, you could definitely, you know, do some kind of a hidden base down in here if you wanted to. Certainly would work for that type of a base if you were looking to do that. This is kind of a neat spot, guys, actually, the more I look at it. Definitely different. Got that neat little mountain lake view down there. Yeah, kind of cool. Let's go up here. Yeah, that actually is a neat view. It's different, you know, it's different than the other stuff that we've seen so far. So we'll get all the way up on this peak here. Oh, see, it even kind of continues on over that way too. Let's get up here and kind of level out a bit. Yeah, this is neat. This really is. We got another, you know, nice 360-degree view with forests off to the north of us and to the west, southwestish. Looks like there's a big old forest over there. And then we have, you know, kind of these rugged mountains and this bay coming in here with a little peninsula. And this is actually a very nice location. I like it. I like it. Is it a contender with, though, our number one spot right here, our cliff base area up there? I don't know the answer to that question. The thing that I really liked about this spot is that we had, you know, that kind of little flat-ish area. It was almost like a crater up here, which would be really ideal for you know, for a landing pad for capital ships and so forth. But this is pretty neat. It really is. Pretty neat, you know, rugged terrain. A little bit different than the stuff we've seen so far. These almost look like, you know, rivers down in here. So, yeah, this might bear a little more consideration. I could actually like this spot. Mostly because here again, it's just a little different than what we've seen so far. We'll definitely keep it in mind. Let's mark. I don't know if it would be this actual peak here that we would build on if we did build, but let's go ahead and put in rugged terrain. And we'll use the base indicator, and that way we can come back here later on and you know, give it a scope and give it some more consideration. Definitely. Okay, let's continue on. So I came down off the peak there and just kind of drove around down here below, and this is like really neat. It's just it's really tickling my fancy, so to speak. Just kind of the way, you know, everything is down here. It's almost like, you know, like it has a river system. Because what happens is if you go over here, we're on the, you know, the south side of that peninsula-ish area. I was driving over here, and this water goes like way back here, just like it's a river almost. So you got this big mountain range off to the south here, and then you can just kind of cruise over here, and then it goes into a further large lake inland. And yeah, very much like a river. It's really cool. It pops out over here. And now we got another big old lake that goes off that direction. Oh yeah, look, there's the moon up there. So that other heavenly body that we saw in the last episode was most definitely a far-off planet. I've seen that a couple more times too. It's really neat. What is this? We actually have a thing of pentaxid growing out of the water. That's the terrain came out of the water there a little bit. Since it's right there, why not pick it, right? Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys what it looks like down here from the lower view. And then it kind of wraps back around this way. And it pops up over here. There's another smaller lake down here. It goes back this way just a little bit. And I think it just ends over there. Yeah, so there's like a little cove back in here. So again, you could have a kind of a hidden base type of idea if you wanted to. But pretty neat. I just like it again for the kind of the ruggedness of this particular area. There's some more, it looks like more pentaxid over there. There it is. The planet rising above. So we're heading north again. And we're just a little bit to the right of the Terminator there. So if we look at the planet Kindor, which is where we're at, we're coming up this way, probably right about on this line, I'm thinking, and we're looking at a planet rising in the sky. So it could be this Patal. I don't think it's the Ina's planet. Well, unless we're on this side of it. I don't know. I guess I don't really know that for sure. you know, if we're coming up on this side and, you know, looking out at this planet rising, or it could be this one, or maybe there's another one out there that we just can't see yet, because it seems to me like, you know, we're coming up this way and we'd be looking at a planet off this direction more, which we very well could be, and we just don't, you know that it's there yet. Anyway, very cool. Very cool sight there. Alright, so we're coming up on the other side of the base there, the shrine. And we also found another alien biome. And we have an incoming drone as well, and a Prometheum deposit, a medium Prometheum deposit. I think that's the first medium deposit we've found so far. So that's actually going to have some ores in it there. I think what we're going to probably do is mine that sucker. By the way, I do have one of my mods in my Discord channel. Common Cider is his name. He's also one of our mods on our multiplayer server. I'm going to have him fix up this server for Stock and I, and anybody else who plays on it in the future, to actually drop the meteorites of all 4 of the ore types on the starter planet. So copper, silicon, iron, and promethium. So yeah, I think what we'll probably do here is go ahead and mine this thing out and see what we can get out of it, because it's a medium deposit. Is that a promethium stone? Oh wait, wrong tool. Oh, it's cobalt. Oh wow, I didn't know you could get cobalt in these biomes. That is useful to know. It's a pretty good sized deposit down there. Looks like it's relatively deep, but it's kind of hard to say because it depends upon the actual diameter of the stones. I did not know you could get cobalt in these biomes from the surface rocks. That is very useful to know. Very useful. Is that? Oh yeah, okay. That's the same shrine. I thought for a minute there I was looking at it, you know, from a different direction. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pop the mining lasers on this time, because when I used the turret the last time, it actually took me quite a while to mine the promethium from that. And so I think we're going to use the actual lasers this time. And I think it's going to go faster in the long run, even though we have to do a lot more digging and, you know, fight the hovercraft a lot more. It's still going to be worth it in the long run, I think. Those don't go in there, those go down here. Got a little extra fuel too. So yeah, we're going to change these out to the mining lasers, then we're going to hit this deposit. Alright guys, we're back, and we just finished mining this out. I did use the lasers, and it was much faster than using the turret. So got quite a bit actually of promethium out of that. I'm stuck in the cockpit again. It's kind of weird why it does that sometimes. Can I get out this way? I'm like stuck, completely stuck. There we go. Okay, now pop out the back. Alright, got myself unstuck. That was kind of weird, but anyway. Yeah, so we got basically over 1,400 promethium out of that medium deposit. So that's a really good haul. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Alright, so we're going to continue on with our expedition here. Let's get the power turned back on. And we are in the process of heading back up the other side, heading north. And again, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be a lot more selective about what I bring you guys back to show you. It's going to have to be a really really interesting landmark, just because I think this has taken a little longer even than I wanted it to take. And so we gotta get this wrapped up so we can get back in the normal Let's Play. All right, so I will bring you back if I find something that's just absolutely amazing in terms of the the features of the land. Otherwise, we're just gonna get the rest of this thing uncovered and then get moving on with our Let's Play. So I'll be back in just a little bit. Bye. Okay, back. Found some more POIs. Looks like there's actually 3 of them over here. We might see if we can get close enough just to get them on the map. Basically, last time I left you, we were over here in the alien field, and we went all the way up here, circled around, and came back this way. This little area up in here is extremely rugged. It's got a bunch of little kind of mini canyons, and it was very difficult to get around in the hovercraft. So definitely not a place I would want to set up base necessarily, but it was interesting nonetheless in terms of its features. So let's go check out these POIs and see if we can just get them marked on the map. We're probably going to take a little bit of fire here, but as long as we don't... Okay, so that's an armory. Oh, those were Xerax patrols too. Interesting. Okay, so we got 2 armories. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Maybe wasn't the smartest thing to be driving through here. And then that's the drone base. Okay. So now we just gotta zig and zag out of here and hope that we don't take any really serious damage here. Yeah, Xerax patrols. We got the alien overseer overlord guys there. Nasty, nasty, nasty. And more patrols. Wow, they're all over out here. Check them out. Alright, let's, we can actually take a few of these guys out as long as they don't have rocket launchers. Let's take a quick peek at the hovercraft from out here. We have some damaged blocks, but I don't think we have any destroyed blocks. So I think we're okay as far as that goes. So I think what I'm going to do, let's back up a little bit more and we'll do some repairing. I gotta eat anyway. And then we might just kind of sneak over there again and see if we can take out some of those patrols and just kind of see what loot they might have. But if they have rocket guys, then we'll leave. And like I said, if they got dudes with rockets, we won't stick around because they could do some serious damage to us. So that's just a soldier and the dog guys, bat guys, whatever they are. I'm trying to... Okay. So let's see what kind of loot he's got on him. And we do have more patrols around, so we have to be careful. Laser upgrade kit. Okay. Alright, we'll take that stuff. These guys probably just have the usual meat and all that kind of stuff on them. Okay, there's a guy there. He's definitely within range. Doesn't seem to notice that we're shooting him. He's a Xerax laser guy. Come on, are you serious? This is an enhanced Tech 2 sniper rifle. I'm hitting him in the head, and he's still alive. What the hell? He's well within range. Something's not right. There's no way he could still be standing. Something's not right with that. Well, let's get closer with the hovercraft here and see what happens. There they are. guys are the overseer dudes. I wonder if they'll have anything on them besides just the usual. Oh, he's got Pentaxid on him. Okay. Those are mechs. Did we kill them all? I think our turrets got them all. Let's go see what kind of loot they have on them. Oh no, he's not down. Why in the hell are those guys so tough? When I've shot them in the base before, they lost my thrusters. Huh. Do they get some kind of buff when they're near the alien zone or something? I just don't ever remember them being that tough before. That's all he's got? That kind of sucks. What do you got? Alright, I'll take that. That's all you've got, and... Alright, that's a little bit better. Mechanoid. Alright, so we got some more Xerax patrols here. And another POI. Seems like all the POIs are off down into the southern hemisphere in this planet. The POI is off that way. Let's get all the rest of these dudes killed off, and then we'll... Quite a few baddies here. Trolls are all over the place, though. Look at them all. Okay, that's a weapons bunker. Right, we've got discovered. We are taking some shots. I don't know, again though, I don't know why the patrols aren't firing on us. It seems a little broken, because you would think they would. Okay, let's hop over the hill here. And what I'm going to do is just pop over here and then kind of go up here, circle around, and then come back down this way again. Alright, so I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Alright, so we have found another floating base in the sky. I have pretty much uncovered almost all of the southern hemisphere. We just got this little patch left here, and we were working our way north, and then I saw this base. And I took a quick look at it with my sniper rifle, and I couldn't tell if it actually had any weapons on it or not. So we're going to cautiously see if we can get a little closer to it and get a better look at it and see if we're going to get fired on or not. Unknown artifact is what we have discovered. Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be hostile. Very interesting. So we will definitely, at some point, we'll have to check that thing out and see what's up there and if it has any kind of a purpose. But anyway, pretty cool looking. So, yeah, so I'm going to keep just working on getting the rest of this uncovered. And then when we're done with that, I think our expedition on this planet will be complete. And then it'll be basically time for us to decide which spot out of all the places that we visited we're going to want to use for our base. It looks like we got a couple of areas up here that we didn't uncover too. I might just hit that with a small vessel, particularly because as of right now, I'm still probably planning on building in this location, so we could just kind of fly up there really quick and just see if there's like any deposits or anything there. But anyway, I'm going to continue on, and as usual, if I find something very interesting, I'll bring you guys back. And so yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. All right, we found something called an ancient shelter. I've never seen this before, so let's take a quick look at it. You'll also notice that the hovercraft is a little banged up because we kind of ran a bit of a gauntlet, actually. Back up here, I was, whoa, spiders. Doggone it. Let's get back in here for a second. Stupid spiders. Yeah, so I was up here. We kind of crossed over the top and came down. There's 2 defense towers, a listening post, and a temple all in that same area. And there's a bunch of troops, enemy troops, kind of all around in this area too. And I basically went right down through them. There's a bunch of trees in here, so it's a pretty thick forest as well. And we got through them, but we did get a little bit banged up, so we'll have to do some repairs. But it wasn't a big deal, and we'll definitely be going after those guys later on when we have a little bit tougher vehicle to do that, vessel, and so forth. Hey, knock that off. Grab some food. All right, let's check this place out. Ancient shelter. Well, it's got spiders in it, which is not surprising. Or a spider, anyway. So how ancient is this place supposed to be? And what's all this get up on the floor here, I wonder? Huh. That looks like our symbol for the United Federation of Planets, or whatever it is it's called. There's definitely some suggestion here in the game that there's some kind of, time. What in the world? That's bizarre. How that light's reflecting off of there. Anyway, yeah, there's some suggestion that there's been some kind of a time warp or time travel scenario that's going on in this game here. Because when we found the Titan for the first time, the game suggested that, why did it, something to the effect of, why does it look so old, when we were expecting it to be in our time. So interesting, very interesting. I don't really see anything here, though. I mean, in terms of loot or anything like that, but it is an interesting structure for sure. And it does kind of have the look like it's been here for a while. All right, here we've got, oh, let me get my mic back down here. An abandoned factory. I'm assuming since it's abandoned, there's no guns, but we're not going to just drive up there without actually glassing it over a little bit. Here, let's just cut the power on this altogether so it doesn't drift on me. So let's take a look-see at this real quick. I don't think I see any guns down there. So yeah, let's go take a look at it. Whatever was shooting at us, I think, was more like an anti-personnel turret. There's definitely no big guns around here. I can't see because of the damn trees. Yeah, they're anti-personnel turrets is what they are. Okay, that's the sound of a nightmare. So this is probably, I can't remember off the top of my head if I've been through this POI before or not, but this is probably like the abandoned mine, I would think. And it probably goes down deep, and there's probably lots of nasty stuff and lots of good loot down inside of there. So yeah, this will be something we'll hit definitely some point in the near future. Yeah, that is a lot of stuff all in one place, my goodness. It almost makes me wonder if this is like part of the Robinson Protocol and they bring you over here at some point later on. I don't know. But I have not seen that much ore all, clustered together before. At least not on this planet. And I don't think I've even really seen that on our multiplayer server either. Alright. We found another alien biome and a pretty interesting looking structure way up in the air there. It's a Xenu mainframe. Wow, okay. Does that sucker have guns on it? Guess we're going to find out here in a second. That's interesting. I didn't even know such a thing existed. What are you shooting at? There's probably some aliens. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Huh, okay. Comare. Oh wow, look at that thing. That's quite the tower. That thing's probably got guns. So let's get ready to skedaddle in case it starts shooting at us. Fortification. Where's the fortification at? Okay, so it's right over, just on the other side of the Comare. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move east here. Out of that biome. There's a decent amount of POIs on this planet, more than I thought. Well, it's probably because too, like I said, I mean, we just didn't really have a lot in the northern hemisphere, but there's a lot of stuff here in the southern hemisphere on this planet. Well, I'll be darned. The rumors are true. There really is promethium stone in deep water. I was traveling back home, getting ready to get going on our base, and I found this kind of little lake area here. And it's, you know, considering what it is, it's actually a pretty deep lake. It's kind of a neat area too, actually. And I thought, what the heck? Let's just go down there and see if we can actually find some promethium. And there it is. Let's grab that thing. Wait. Whoops. Can we pick it? No, I think we have to drill it. We want rock drill. Oh yeah, we're mining it. How much did we get? 5 out of that? Oh geez, okay. It just took a little bit longer for it to harvest than I was expecting it to. This stuff is fairly abundant in the water here. Oh, there's one right there. Look at that. We did find another one. Got 2 pieces out of that one. 13 pieces in total. All right, guys, we have finally uncovered just about every square kilometer of this planet. There are a couple spots, you know, that we missed, but for the most part, there it is. This is the planet Kindor. Class 4 planet. Very, very large. It took me hours of real time to completely, you know, uncover this whole planet. And, you know, the videos that I'm going to edit for you guys, you know, there's only going to be a couple, 2 or 3 episodes or so, however many it turns out to be, that you're going to see. But the actual real time hours that it took me to uncover this planet was a lot. I didn't actually count it, but if I was to guess, I'd say it probably took me 6 to 8 hours maybe to do this whole thing. And of course I didn't do it all in one sitting either, but it took a long time. So man, exploring a class 4 planet on the ground, that's quite an undertaking. So just keep that in mind if you guys are thinking about you know, doing something along those lines in the future. Now that being said, I have no regrets. It was really cool to see this place, you know, for the first time. This is my, you know, my first time here in Alpha 8, this playthrough, this Let's Play series. And it was worth it. It was really neat. There is some really fantastic landscape, guys, on this planet. A lot of good stuff in the south too. I just, you know, other than the, you know, the POIs and some of the stuff that I brought you back for, Look at the size of this body of water too. That thing is just huge if you consider it from end to end. But anyway, a lot of it was more of the same, and it's still beautiful, still looked really cool, and I just really enjoyed the scenery. But I just didn't feel like you guys wanted to see every single moment of all of that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little kind of mini expedition series. We are definitely going to get back into the Let's Play in the next episode and get cracking on a couple of things. I have two overriding things that I want to do. I want to get going on our base, and I believe that I am going to go ahead and set up shop here on the cliff base. I still think, this spot more than any other spot on this planet has kind of captured my heart. I know that sounds a little cheesy, but capture my fancy, whatever you want to call it. And so we are going to build ourselves a cliff base in this location. And that's not to say, we might not do a couple of outposts, in some other places too. The place down here in the south, this area was very, very cool too. It's a real rugged area, as you can see, from, kind of from the topography here. And, almost has like these little rivers that go in through here. And this is a neat spot too. Definitely, was a place that I considered as a base too. But I think, at the end of the day, it's this cliff base up here that we're going to make our main base. And that's not to say, like I said, we might, make a couple of smaller outposts, smaller bases, in other places on the planet. But, keep in mind, we've got all kinds of planets, to explore besides just Kindor here. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just kind of play it by ear. Remember, I'm not in a huge hurry. I'm just enjoying this game, having a good time with it. And, we'll just kind of see what happens and go with the flow for sure. Okay, so the base. The other thing that I want to do is I want to build a, I think we're going to call it a golem hunter. And the idea is that we're going to make ourselves a very quick and easy to mount and dismount, almost motorcycle, hover bike kind of idea. Kind of like a Star Wars hover bike. So that and we're going to put guns on it, of course, so we can go around and we can quickly hunt golems. If we wanted to, hunt the Triceratops, right? Or the dinos for meat, and kind of just call it a hunting vehicle. The problem here with the Oldguy RV, of course, is that I can kill stuff with it, but then I have to jump out of the cockpit. I have to walk out the back. And, it's a little more clunky, a little more cumbersome, to have to continually get in and out of this thing, for that purpose. And so I don't have a specific design in mind. I just have a general idea. But that's going to be coming up here, too, in the next couple of episodes as well. But I think we'll probably get started with at least the very beginnings of our cliffside base in the next episode. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be one of those two things for sure. That's my plans. It just kind of feels like, it'll depend upon what I feel like when the time comes. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd greatly appreciate it. Take a look at the About section of my channel, and there you will find my Twitch channel. I do stream several times a week. Would love to have you come out and hang out on a live stream, and also come and join us on Discord if you want. You can find the Discord link in that same section. We have a great community of people, and we just hang out every day and have a good time. So thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.